The truth about muscle loss after 70 and how you can fight back. Did you know that by the time you turn 70, you may have already lost up to 40% of your muscle mass? And the scary part is, most people don't even realize it's happening. This isn't just getting older. This is something doctors now recognize as a real condition. It's called age-related muscle loss, and it has a name, sarcopenia. But don't let that word scare you. What matters is what it means for your life and what you can do about it. This kind of muscle loss is more than just feeling a little weaker. It's what turns everyday things, like climbing stairs, carrying in groceries, or standing up from a chair, into major challenges. And when muscle loss gets severe, it can lead to serious consequences, like needing a walker, or even full-time care in a facility. In fact, a study from Johns Hopkins found that older adults with serious muscle loss had more than 3 times the risk of losing their ability to move around on their own. But here's the good news. Losing muscle with age isn't something you have to accept. You can do something about it, even in your 70s or 80s. Even if you've already started to feel weaker. Recent research shows that certain nutrients play a huge role in how your muscles hold up as you age. And the tough truth? Most older Americans just aren't getting enough of them. But when your body has the right nutrition, muscle loss can slow down. And in many cases, it can even be reversed. That's what today's message is all about. In just a few minutes, you'll learn about 6 essential nutrients that can help preserve your strength, keep your balance, and support your independence, no matter your age. And we're not talking about untested fads. These nutrients have been backed up by solid clinical research from some of the most respected medical centers in the country. If you've been feeling more tired lately, or if your muscles seem weaker than they used to be, this is something you'll want to hear. Your next step's simple but powerful. Now you know that keeping your muscles strong after 65 isn't just about exercise. It's also about giving your body the nutrients it needs to work properly. That doesn't mean changing everything overnight. You can start small. Add an extra egg to your breakfast. Choose Greek yogurt instead of a sugary snack. Sprinkle pumpkin seeds on your salad. Every little choice adds up. Over time, you may start to notice your energy returning, your steps feeling more stable, your mornings getting easier, and most importantly, you'll feel more like yourself again. Because that's what this is really about. Not just muscle, but freedom, confidence, and enjoying the life you've worked so hard to build. So, if this message helped you, please share it with someone else you care about. And if you've started making changes to your routine, we'd love to hear your story. What's helped you feel stronger? What difference have you noticed in your daily life? Leave a comment. Let's keep this conversation going. Because your journey to better health doesn't end at 65. In many ways, it's just beginning. And the choices you make today can help you stay strong, stay active, and keep enjoying every step along the way. Let's take a look at what really matters and what you can do starting today. 1. CoQ10, a natural boost for your energy and muscles after 40. Let's be honest. Waking up feeling tired, struggling to lift the laundry basket, finding it harder to walk upstairs without stopping to catch your breath. These are things many of us start noticing as we move into our 50s, 60s, or beyond. It's easy to think, well, I guess I'm just getting old. But what if that tired feeling isn't just aging? What if there's something else going on inside your body, something you can actually do something about? That's where a nutrient called coenzyme Q10, or CoQ10, comes into the picture. You may not have heard of it before, but your body knows it well. In fact, every single cell in your body relies on it, especially the ones in your muscles and heart. CoQ10 helps your cells turn food into usable energy. You can think of it like a tiny power generator inside your body's cells. And just like any power source, if it gets low, you start to feel it in your energy levels, your strength, and even your mood. Here's the thing. As we age, our natural levels of CoQ10 begin to drop. By the time you're 70, your body might have up to 65% less CoQ10 than it did when you were younger. And if you're taking statins, those are medications commonly prescribed for high cholesterol. Those pills can reduce your CoQ10 even more. That's a big reason why some people on statins report muscle aches, low energy, or feeling wiped out all the time. But this doesn't mean you have to accept it as your new normal. There's good news here, and it's backed by science. Several studies have found that taking a CoQ10 supplement can make a huge difference. In one clinical trial, up to 87% of people saw an improvement in muscle strength in just 2 weeks. Even more impressive, over 90% of them said they were able to walk upstairs and do basic household tasks with less effort and without needing help. That's life-changing, especially for anyone who's been feeling held back by fatigue or weakness. Now, you might be wondering, how much CoQ10 should you be taking? Most health professionals recommend anywhere from 100 to 300 milligrams per day, depending on your health and energy needs. Some people start with 100 milligrams and gradually increase if needed. Others, especially those taking statins, may benefit from the higher end of that range. And no, this isn't one of those overnight miracle things. It's not about hype. It's about giving your body something it already makes. Just giving it back what time may have taken away. Of course, like any supplement, it's important to talk with your doctor first, especially if you're on medications or have health conditions. But for many older adults, CoQ10 has been a gentle, natural support that brings real energy back into their lives. Imagine this. You wake up in the morning, and your body doesn't feel like it's been hit by a truck. You head out for a walk without needing to sit down halfway through. You carry groceries, do the laundry, or play with your grandkids. And instead of dreading it, you feel proud. That's the kind of simple, powerful change CoQ10 may help bring about. It's not magic. It's science, and it's your body doing what it was designed to do, just with the right tools to support it. If you've been feeling like you've lost a step, if your energy's been lower than usual, or if you've been struggling with muscle weakness that seems to come out of nowhere, it might not be just age. It might be a sign that your cells are running low on the fuel they need. CoQ10 isn't a cure-all, but it could be the quiet helper your body has been missing. And the best part? You don't need to make big changes to try it. Just one small habit, a daily supplement, approved by your doctor, might be enough to help you feel more like yourself again. So don't brush it off. Don't assume it's just what happens when you get older. Sometimes, a little knowledge and the right support can turn everything around. And you deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel energized. You deserve to enjoy the years ahead with confidence, strength, and vitality. Talk to your doctor, learn more, and see if CoQ10 could be the missing piece in your energy story. 2. Vitamin D, your quiet ally for strength, balance, and confidence. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt a little unsteady on your feet? Or noticed that getting up from a chair takes more effort than it used to? Maybe your legs just don't feel as strong as they once did. You might think this is just part of growing older, but in many cases, there's another reason behind it. And it could be as simple as a lack of vitamin D. Most people know vitamin D helps with bone health, but what many don't realize is this. Vitamin D plays a huge role in your muscles and your balance too. Yes, muscles. They don't just need protein. They need vitamin D to work properly. Without enough of it, your muscles can get weaker, your strength may slip, and your risk of falling even from just a slight misstep starts to climb. This is especially important as we get older. In fact, over 40% of people over age 65 in the US don't get enough vitamin D. That's nearly half of all older adults, which means the odds are this could be affecting you too. Now here's why that matters. Your muscles have special receptors that rely on vitamin D to do their job. Think of these receptors like light switches. When there's enough vitamin D, the switches on your muscles respond the way they should. But when you're running low, the switch gets stuck. Your movements may feel slow, shaky, or just off balance. And that can lead to something no one wants: a fall. A fall might seem like a minor thing when you're younger, but in your 60s, 70s, or 80s, it can mean broken bones, hospital stays, even losing your independence. But here's the hopeful part. Studies have shown that older adults who get enough vitamin D can lower their risk of falling by as much as 20%. That's huge. It means fewer injuries, more confidence walking around your home, going out for a stroll, or just getting up from the couch. Vitamin D also helps your muscles absorb calcium better. That helps your muscles contract properly, so your movements stay smooth and steady. In other words, your body feels more in control. If you've been feeling tired lately, or if your legs feel weak for no clear reason, it might be time to ask your doctor about your vitamin D levels. So how much do you need? Most health experts suggest that adults over 50 aim for somewhere between 1,000 to 2,000 U per day. If you don't get much sunshine, or if you live in a cooler climate where winters are long, you might need a little more. Some foods do have vitamin D, like salmon, mackerel, egg yolks, and fortified milk. But even with a healthy diet, many older adults still fall short. That's why a vitamin D supplement can be so helpful. It's simple, affordable, and it could be the key to helping you stay steady, strong, and independent. Picture this. You walk up a flight of stairs without holding the rail. You bend down to pick something up and get back up easily. You enjoy a walk through the neighborhood without worrying about your balance. That's what the right amount of vitamin D can support. And this isn't about chasing youth. It's about protecting the quality of your life right now, so you can keep doing the things you enjoy, so you can stay active, stay mobile, and stay in control of your daily routine. Remember, your health is like a puzzle, and sometimes one little missing piece can throw off the whole picture. Vitamin D might just be that piece. So talk to your doctor. Ask for a simple blood test. And if you need to, add a daily supplement. It's not a big change, but it could make a big difference, because you deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel stable. And most of all, you deserve to feel safe and confident in your body every single day. 3. Vitamin B12, the quiet hero behind muscle strength and balance after 60. Have you ever felt like your legs just aren't as steady as they used to be? Or maybe you've noticed more fatigue than usual, even though you've been getting enough sleep, eating reasonably well, and staying active. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. And no, it's not just your age. In fact, that tired feeling, that muscle weakness, and even those little moments where your balance feels off, could be a quiet message from your body, one that says, I need more vitamin B12. Let's talk about why this one little vitamin matters so much more than most people realize, especially after you turn 60. Why vitamin B12 is so important as you age. Vitamin B12 plays a big role in keeping your muscles strong and your nervous system working smoothly. You can think of it as a support system. It helps your body make red blood cells, which are like tiny delivery trucks, carrying oxygen to your muscles. Without enough oxygen, your muscles get tired more quickly. They may feel weak, and over time, you may notice it's harder to walk, to carry things, or even stand up with ease. But that's not all. Vitamin B12 also protects the coating around your nerves, called the myelin sheath. This protective layer is what helps your brain and body talk to each other. When that coating wears down, signals don't travel as well. Your muscles may not respond the way they should, and you could start to feel shaky, unsteady, or just not quite right on your feet. These problems can sneak up slowly, and they're often mistaken for normal aging. But in many cases, it's something that can be corrected with the right nutrition. How common is B12 deficiency after 60? Here's what most people don't know. As we age, our stomach produces less of the acid needed to absorb B12 from food. That means, even if you eat meat or drink milk regularly, you may not be getting enough of this essential vitamin. The problem gets worse if you take certain medications, like metformin for type 2 diabetes, or acid reducers like omeprazole or lansoprazole. These drugs affect how your body absorbs vitamin B12, and over time, this can lead to a deficiency without any warning. You might not notice right away, but eventually, you'll feel it in your energy, in your legs, and in your balance. So, how much B12 do you really need? Most adults are told to get at least 2.4 micrograms of B12 each day. That's a tiny amount. But remember, if your body isn't absorbing it properly, even a balanced diet may not be enough. In many cases, people over 60 may need more, just to stay at a healthy level. That's why some doctors recommend a simple blood test to check your B12 levels, especially if you've been feeling more tired than usual, or if you've noticed weakness or changes in balance. What foods provide B12 naturally? Vitamin B12 is found mostly in animal-based foods. Some of the best sources include beef, chicken, fish like salmon or tuna, eggs, milk, and cheese. If you enjoy these foods regularly, you may be getting a good amount of B12. But if you follow a vegetarian or vegan diet, or if you've cut back on meat for health reasons, you might be missing out. In that case, a supplement could help fill the gap. Should you consider a B12 supplement? If you have trouble absorbing B12, or your diet doesn't include enough animal products, taking a daily B12 supplement might be a smart move. The good news? B12 supplements are generally safe and affordable. You can find them in tablet form, dissolvable tablets, or even B12 sprays. In some cases, doctors may recommend B12 shots, especially if your levels are very low. But don't start a supplement without checking first. Your doctor can help you choose the right type and dose based on your personal health needs. How will you know it's working? Many people who correct a B12 deficiency report feeling more energized within a few weeks. They notice better focus, stronger legs, less trembling, and a greater sense of balance. It doesn't happen overnight, but with time, you'll likely feel the difference. Final thoughts: a small change that can make a big difference. Vitamin B12 might not get as much attention as calcium or vitamin D, but for older adults, it's just as important. It supports your muscles, protects your nerves, and keeps you steady on your feet. If you're feeling more tired than usual, or if walking feels harder than it used to, it may not just be age catching up with you. It could be your body asking for more of what it needs. The best part? This is something you can check, and something you can fix. So talk to your doctor. Get your B12 levels tested, and take the steps to keep your muscles strong, your balance steady, and your energy up. Because staying independent, feeling sharp, and living fully all start with giving your body the right support. And sometimes, that support comes in the form of one powerful little vitamin. Vitamin B12. 4. Vitamin C, the quiet power behind your muscle strength and daily energy. When most folks hear the words vitamin C, they immediately think of colds, flu, and keeping the immune system strong. And that's true. Vitamin C does help fight off those bugs. But what many people don't realize is, this vitamin is also doing something much more silent and much more important as we age. It's working behind the scenes to protect your muscles, keep your energy up, and help you stay steady on your feet. Let's talk about why vitamin C deserves a spot on your daily checklist, especially if you're over 60. What makes vitamin C so important for your muscles? Vitamin C plays a key role in something called collagen production. Now, collagen is the protein that builds the connective tissue around your muscles. It holds everything together, keeps muscles strong, and helps them move smoothly without damage. Think of collagen as the support beams in your house. Without it, things get wobbly and much easier to break. When your body doesn't get enough vitamin C, it can't make strong collagen, and that means your muscles are more likely to feel weak, stiff, or even suffer little tears after basic activities like walking or lifting groceries. And that's not all. Vitamin C fights off what's wearing your muscles down. As we get older, our bodies face more wear and tear from tiny invaders called free radicals. These are unstable molecules that float around inside you, looking for healthy cells to damage. Your muscles are a big target. Vitamin C is one of your body's best defenses. It works like a shield, protecting your muscle cells so they don't break down as fast. And that means less stiffness, less soreness, and more freedom to move how you want to. Why vitamin C matters for your energy levels too. Ever feel tired even after a good night's sleep? Or find yourself losing steam halfway through a walk? Vitamin C might be the missing link. You see, vitamin C helps your body make something called carnitine. Now, you don't need to remember that word, but what's important is what it does. Carnitine helps your body turn fat into energy, real energy, the kind your muscles use when you're walking, standing, even getting out of a chair. Without enough vitamin C, that process doesn't work as well, and you end up feeling tired, slow, or just not yourself. So how much vitamin C do you really need? Most experts say adults should get around 75 to 90 milligrams of vitamin C each day. That's a good place to start. But if your goal is to keep your muscles strong and your energy steady, many health professionals now suggest going higher, up to 200 or even 400 milligrams daily. That's still a safe and reasonable amount for most people. And the best part? You can often get what you need from food. Top foods packed with vitamin C. You don't need fancy powders or expensive supplements to boost your vitamin C. Just take a walk through your grocery store produce aisle. Here are some excellent natural sources of vitamin C. Oranges, grapefruits, strawberries, blueberries, red and yellow bell peppers, tomatoes, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and even leafy greens like spinach and kale. Try adding a handful of berries to your breakfast. Slice up some bell peppers with lunch, or steam some broccoli with dinner. Little changes like these can go a long way. Is a supplement ever a good idea? If you don't eat much fruit or fresh vegetables, or if you have digestive issues that affect how you absorb nutrients, a supplement might help. Vitamin C supplements are generally safe, inexpensive, and easy to find in any drugstore or supermarket. Look for one that offers around 250 to 500 milligrams per dose. And always talk with your doctor before adding anything new to your routine, especially if you're taking medications or managing chronic health conditions. What are the signs you might need more vitamin C? Sometimes your body gives you clues, even before you notice a problem. Here are a few warning signs that might suggest your vitamin C levels are low. Feeling tired most of the day, even when you're not overdoing it. Getting frequent muscle cramps or aches, sore joints, or stiffness after light activity. Bruising more easily than you used to. Taking longer to recover from cuts or bruises. If any of these sound familiar, it might be worth asking your doctor about checking your levels. Give your muscles what they need to stay strong. Aging doesn't mean giving up your strength, or your energy, or your freedom to move around on your own terms. But it does mean being a little smarter, a little more thoughtful, and a little more aware of what your body needs. Vitamin C isn't just for cold season. It's for every day. It helps your muscles stay firm and flexible. It keeps your energy up, and it supports the connective tissue that lets your joints move freely. Final thoughts: a small step with a big impact. Adding more vitamin C to your routine is one of the easiest changes you can make. It doesn't require a gym membership, or expensive treatments, or complicated programs. It just takes a few smart food choices, and maybe a little help from a supplement if needed. Your body has taken care of you for years. Now it's time to return the favor. So the next time you peel an orange, or reach for a bowl of berries, remember, you're not just feeding your taste buds. You're fueling your strength, your energy, and your ability to live the life you want to live. And that is something worth celebrating every day. 5. Magnesium, your unsung hero for muscle strength and lasting energy. Let's talk about something that often goes unnoticed, but makes a huge difference in how you feel every day. That something is magnesium. You've probably heard of it, but you might not realize just how important it is, especially for your muscles, your strength, and your energy. Here's a simple truth. Every time you move a muscle, whether you're getting up from a chair, climbing the stairs, or even just taking a walk, magnesium is right there, behind the scenes, helping it all happen. It acts like a key. Without it, the engine in your muscles just doesn't run as smoothly. Sadly, most people over 60 in the US aren't getting enough magnesium, and many don't even know it. That's because magnesium deficiency doesn't always scream for attention. It creeps in quietly. You might feel tired more often. Maybe your legs cramp at night, or your muscles feel weak and slow to recover. Sound familiar? Here's what magnesium does for your muscles and why it's so important. 1. Helps your muscles relax after they contract. Magnesium works kind of like nature's muscle soother. It helps your muscles release after they tighten. Think of it like this: calcium makes the muscles tighten, but magnesium helps them let go. When magnesium is low, your muscles may stay tense longer than they should. That's when you start feeling cramps, spasms, or just an ongoing sense of tightness. 2. Supports your body's energy supply. Every cell in your body relies on a form of energy called ATP. And guess what? Your body can't produce ATP without magnesium. So when your magnesium levels are low, your energy supply runs low too. That can leave you feeling drained even if you're getting enough sleep. 3. Helps maintain muscle mass as you age. As we get older, it gets harder to keep muscle. Magnesium plays a role in how your body builds and repairs muscle tissue. Even a small deficiency can slow that process down, making it easier to lose muscle over time. And here's something else to think about. Certain medications, ones that many older adults take regularly, can actually lower your magnesium levels even more. This includes things like diuretics, some heartburn medications, and certain antibiotics. That's why even if you're eating well, you could still come up short on magnesium without realizing it. How much magnesium do you need? The recommended daily amount is around 320 milligrams for women and 420 milligrams for men. Now, can you get that from food? Absolutely. Some of the best sources include dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, nuts and seeds, especially almonds and pumpkin seeds, whole grains like brown rice and oats, beans and lentils. But here's the reality. Many people, especially older adults, don't eat enough of these foods every day, or their bodies may not absorb the magnesium as efficiently as they used to. That's where a good magnesium supplement can make a difference. It's simple, affordable, and for many people, it helps fill in the gaps left by diet alone. So if you're dealing with unexplained tiredness, leg cramps, muscle weakness, or even poor sleep, it might be worth having a conversation with your doctor. Ask them to check your magnesium levels. It's a quick test, and it can reveal a lot. Because the truth is, you don't have to live with low energy or weak muscles. You don't have to write it off as just aging. Sometimes, your body is simply missing a key ingredient, and magnesium might be it. Imagine this. You wake up with more energy. You go through your day without muscle tightness holding you back. You enjoy your walks again. You feel stronger, steadier, more confident in your movements. That's what proper magnesium levels can help support. And no, it's not about chasing youth. It's about living well now, feeling good in your body, and staying active on your own terms. So take a moment, check your multivitamin, look at your meals, and if you think you might be falling short, ask your doctor if adding magnesium makes sense for you. Because small steps like making sure your body has what it needs can lead to big improvements in how you feel. And at the end of the day, you deserve to feel strong. You deserve to feel energized. You deserve to move through life with confidence and ease. Magnesium may be quiet, but when it comes to your health, it speaks volumes. 6. Creatine is a simple boost for strength, energy, and brain health in your golden years. When most people hear the word creatine, they picture a young athlete at the gym, or maybe a bodybuilder lifting heavy weights. But here's something you may not know. Creatine isn't just for the young or the ultra-fit. It can be a game changer for adults in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and beyond. Yes, creatine may actually help you feel stronger, sharper, and more steady as you age. Let's break it down. Creatine is a natural substance that your body produces on its own. It's stored mostly in your muscles and acts like a backup battery. When your muscles need energy to stand, walk, lift, or even keep your balance, creatine helps deliver it fast. But here's the catch. As we age, our ability to make and store creatine declines. That means your muscles may not get the energy they need when they need it. And that can lead to less strength, weaker muscles, and a greater risk of falling. Now, that may sound discouraging, but here's the good news. You can replenish your body's creatine levels with a simple daily supplement. And the science behind it is exciting. In one study, adults over 60 who took creatine daily along with a little light resistance training saw muscle strength improve by 14% in just 12 weeks. Even better, they added over 2 pounds of lean muscle without spending hours at the gym. These kinds of results usually take months without help. With creatine, they saw real progress in a matter of weeks. And it doesn't stop at muscle. Creatine may also benefit your brain. Emerging research shows it might support memory, mental clarity, and focus. Some studies suggest creatine helps older adults feel more mentally alert and even helps with mood and energy levels. That's a bonus we can all appreciate. So how much do you need? Most health professionals suggest 3 to 5 grams of creatine per day. That's a small scoop easy to mix into water, juice, or your morning smoothie. Sure, red meat and fish do contain some creatine, but you need to eat over 2 pounds of beef a day to match what you get from a simple supplement. Not exactly practical, right? That's why creatine powder or capsules are a smart option. They're affordable, easy to take, and widely available at most pharmacies or grocery stores. Now let's talk safety because that's important. Creatine has been studied for decades. It's one of the most researched supplements in the world, and when taken in the right amounts, it's considered very safe for older adults. Still, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor, especially if you take medications, have kidney issues, or other ongoing conditions. But for many people, adding creatine to a healthy routine feels like unlocking new energy. Tasks that once felt like a chore, climbing stairs, carrying groceries, even getting up from a low chair, suddenly feel more manageable. And there's more. Creatine may also help reduce muscle soreness after light exercise. So if you're getting back into walking or gentle strength training, creatine might help your body recover faster. Imagine this. You feel stronger carrying the laundry. You walk through the grocery store without needing to stop and rest. You feel steadier on your feet and more confident as you move around your home. That's not wishful thinking. That's what supporting your body the right way with something as simple as creatine can do. And let's be honest, none of us are trying to look like a bodybuilder. We're trying to stay independent, active, and mentally sharp for as long as possible. That's the real goal. To keep doing the things we love, to keep up with the grandkids, to enjoy our morning walks, to live life on our terms. And sometimes, that means giving your body a little extra support. So here's what you can do. Next time you see your doctor, bring it up. Ask if creatine might be right for you. It's a small conversation, but it could open the door to feeling better in your own skin. Remember, you're not stuck with the energy or strength you have today. You're not powerless against age-related muscle loss. And you're not too old to rebuild. With a little help, your muscles and your mind can still thrive. So stay curious, stay hopeful, and know that one small step like adding creatine could lead to a stronger, brighter, more energetic you. Smart nutrition, the real key to staying strong and independent as you age. When it comes to keeping your muscles healthy and your body moving with ease in your later years, there's no overnight miracle, no single pill, and no quick fix. But here's the truth. The small choices you make each day, especially when it comes to what you eat, can have a powerful impact on how you feel, how you move, and how much freedom you keep as you grow older. We've just looked at 6 important nutrients that work together to support strength, energy, and mobility. They are CoQ10, vitamin D, vitamin B12, vitamin C, magnesium, and creatine. These nutrients aren't just part of a checklist. They are the building blocks that help you walk with confidence, climb stairs without hesitation, and enjoy the simple moments that matter most. Here's what I recommend. First, start small. You don't have to change everything all at once. Even the tiniest step forward is a step in the right direction. Try adding more leafy greens to your lunch or dinner. Things like spinach, kale, or collard greens. Include colorful fruits in your breakfast, like oranges, berries, or even a few slices of papaya. Choose fatty fish like salmon or mackerel once or twice a week. They're full of nutrients that support brain and muscle health. Eggs are also a great choice, packed with protein and essential vitamins. And for snacks, go for healthy nuts like almonds or walnuts, instead of chips or sugary treats. Next, stick to real food. Whenever you can, choose whole foods, things that come from nature, not from a box. Less processed food means more natural vitamins, more minerals, and fewer hidden ingredients your body doesn't need. If a label has more than 5 ingredients or lists things you can't pronounce, it's probably not helping your health. Keep your body moving. You don't have to join a gym or lift heavy weights. Simple daily movements can make a big difference. Take a walk around the block. Use the stairs instead of the elevator. Try gentle stretches in the morning, or use resistance bands at home to keep your muscles active. Consistency is key. Just 15 to 20 minutes a day can help keep your joints flexible, your muscles strong, and your heart healthy. Get your checkups. As we age, it's important to keep an eye on our vitamin and mineral levels. If you're feeling more tired than usual, if your muscles ache, or you notice changes in balance, talk to your doctor. A simple blood test can show if you're low in key nutrients, and the right supplement plan can get you back on track. Every body is different, so don't guess. Get real answers from a trusted healthcare provider. Most of all, be consistent. The biggest changes come from daily effort, not big efforts once in a while. Try to stick with your new habits, even when progress feels slow. Over time, your body will reward you. You'll notice more energy in the mornings, more strength in your steps, and more confidence when doing things on your own. And that is what healthy aging is all about. It's not just about living longer. It's about living better. Good health isn't just about the number of years. It's about the quality of those years. Can you keep up with your grandkids? Do you feel comfortable in your own body? Can you do the things you love without fear of falling or getting too tired? If the answer is yes, you're on the right path. And if the answer is no, now is the perfect time to make changes. It's never too late to take care of yourself. One final thought. When you invest in your nutrition and care for your muscles, you're doing something more than just eating better. You're investing in your independence, in your confidence, and in your future. So, take that first small step today. Eat well, move often, rest when needed, and stay connected to people who support your journey. You deserve to feel strong, capable, and full of life at any age. If this message helped you, please click the like button and hit subscribe so you never miss out on practical tips made just for older adults. Feel free to share your story in the comments. Have you made changes in your diet or routine that helped you feel better? We'd love to hear about it. Remember, you're not alone, and we're here to support you every step of the way. Here's to smart choices, strong muscles, and a vibrant, active life no matter your age.